Hey guys, it's spiritual talk time. Let's see if you are open to receiving whatever will come through, and also the silence in between. There's literally nothing to achieve. You cannot achieve anything. Achievement is an absolute illusion because the self that you are is already complete. You can't give it add-ons. You know how you have a software and you can buy add-ons or click on add-ons? The self does not have add-ons. You cannot add anything to the true self, the beingness, the consciousness, which is already 100% here in its full format. You cannot add anything to which you already are. That realization is so important because then everything else drops away. You cannot add anything. Even if you take hallucinogens or so, or psychedelics, or whatever, or you're trying to, whatever it is, you cannot add anything to the beingness that it already is. And to become aware of the beingness you already are is not difficult. You just have to let go of everything else and see what remains. It's just here all the time. You are that beingness in which everything else is perceived. So even if you have, for example, if you bind yourself to thoughts, which usually comes out of fear of death, those thoughts can't make you more than you already are as beingness. That's why, for example, reading is mostly entirely futile, because reading doesn't give you more of what you already are. But that goes for everything. Materialism, it doesn't make you more of what you truly are. Having that perfect life doesn't make you more of what you already truly are right now. Traveling across the world, it doesn't make you more of what you truly already are right now. And it's a bit dependent on the soul plan whether you will go this way, realizing yourself in this lifetime, or whether you just follow the pain body, keep on repeating pains and struggles, trying to add to the beingness you already are. And sometimes pain replaces the search for information. The pain gives you also an idea of, it gives you a hope for permanence, but it's never completed. Like, you want to sense that you're alive, so you seek the pain. For example, in relationships, so you continuously seek the same pain in relationship because it makes you feel alive. You're afraid to just be nothing, nobody, just in beingness. And why not prefer to follow the pain? If you can't have the other, then have at least the pain. And these are all tricks by the personhood, by the conditioned self, to stay away from self-realization, from you are beingness in which everything else is perceived, which doesn't need anything, so you don't need to entertain anything. Because I had a long telephone call today about, how a woman knows that it's not going the way she wants to with her ex, but she kept insisting, and I was asking, are you in love with the pain or with the person? And she said the pain, very clearly. So she was following the pain body, so she was keeping it alive through the pain body, not because she was loving him. So, and that's a very clear and important distinction which many people are not aware of. Are you following your highest harmony, or are you following disharmony? Are you self-loving in that way, or are you self-hating in that way? Because following the highest harmony is true self-love, and the other is just following the pain body. Because there's two reasons. One is you don't feel worthy to follow your highest harmony. You feel guilt, shame, etc. Or you're trying to keep the pain body alive by feeding it that way, out of fear of just being quiet and spacious, and it's like a form of entertainment to the ego. And you cannot change other people's soul plans. If they're supposed to like repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, like in her case, her ex, you're just gonna bite your teeth out. What you're supposed to learn is not to find a way to change them. What you're supposed to learn is the self-love of following highest harmony. And then it immediately is fixed, because you're immediately going into a high frequency, and you immediately find another person or another situation which fits with you much better. It's just how life works. So by letting go of something that doesn't want to change, you're moving into the higher frequency. And the important thing is also, in beingness, there is no impatience, because there's no time. So you're just being and letting things be. And everything right now wants to be the way it wants to be, because otherwise it would be very different. So it is exactly the way it is because it wants to be that way. Very simple.